we're now going to do our unit on radicals and operations. So add, subtract, multiply, and divide with radicals. And so you should have a packet that looks like this. And we're going to go to this page. And we're actually going to look over here. So what I want to do is just have us take some notes on adding and subtracting radicals, because you're going to see pretty quickly. You already know how to do it. Okay? So let's just start off let's say if we have 3x plus 5x. Okay? So what's 3x plus 5x? That's right, that's 8x. We all know that, because we know that if we have like terms, we just combine like terms. We just add or subtract the coefficients. Okay? So now, guess what? If I take 3 square root 2 plus 5 square root 2, what do you think I get? Yep, hopefully you notice that's going to be 8 square root 2. This is what we refer to as like radicals. Okay? So to be a like radical, what's underneath the radical sign has to be the exact same number. Okay? If it is not, then we have to see if we can break it down. And we always want to look to see if they're not like here. We're going to see if we break them down here. If they are like and we combine them, then we're going to see if we can simplify this radical. So to do that, one of the things we have to keep in mind is we need to know our perfect squares. So hopefully you know your perfect squares, but let's just make sure. That pen's running out. Let's try again. Wow. Okay, so perfect squares. You know how to spell. Perfect squares. So 1 squared, 2 squared, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay? And to tell you the truth, we're not going to do too much more beyond this. But we are going to have to simplify radicals and do this unit without your calculator, or at least don't use the square root sign, because we want you to practice those radicals. And one of the reasons we're doing this unit is because after contacting the high school geometry teacher, they said this would be a great thing for students to know if you have the time. So, but they said, have them do it without calculators, because we all know your calculators will simplify it for you. Okay, so here we go. Let's just try some. Which side do you want, left or right? Doesn't really make too much of a difference. Let's do left. Okay, so we're going to go left side. So 3 square root 6 minus 4 square root 6. Yep, that's going to be negative 1 square root 6, or just negative square root 6. Now 6, does it have any perfect squares in it? Nope. Okay, you get the idea here. So we're going to subtract. We get negative 22 square root 21. Notice what another radical does not change, just like with like terms. Okay, you can get that. You can get that. So here we go. Look at number 9. We do not have like radicals. If we do not have like radicals, we have to see if we can get them. Let's simplify square root 24. So square root 24 breaks into perfect square and non-perfect square. So we're going to get 2 square root 6. So square root 24, if I would do it here, and I just wanted to show you, I have 2 square root 6 minus 2, then I break it into perfect square, non-perfect square, so I get 2 square root 6 minus 2, square root 4 is 2, so I get 2 square root 6 minus 4 square root 6, which gives me negative 2, whoops, that's supposed to be a 6, square root 6. Okay, so right there, that's supposed to be a 6. And that's supposed to be a 6. So we have to make it into the same one. So look at number 11. Can't combine it as if they are. So let's see if we can simplify this. So that's a negative. Break it down into perfect square. What's a perfect square in 12? 4, exactly. What's the square root of 4? 2. Oops. So that gives us 1 square root 3. Okay? Hopefully you're getting the idea. Let's go to the next page and see if we have anything that looks complicated there. Let's go to number 17. It's not complicated, but let's look at it. So here we go. 18 and 2, these are not like radicals, so I have to break it down. Do not use your calculator. I know it will do it for you, but don't. So we have 3. Break 18 into perfect square. What's a perfect square in 18? Right, 9. So, again, on your perfect squares, you're going to basically use these from here on up. you're basically going to use 4, 9, 16, or 25. It's going to pretty much break down into that. So then we have 3. Square root of 9 is 3. So I get 6. Oh, gosh, can't multiply. 3 times 3 is 9. So I get 7 square root 2. Okay? Oh, yay, look at number 19. We get to do all of them. None of them are perfect squares. Yay! So we're going to break them all down. So here we go. 3. 18 breaks into 9 and 2. 12 breaks into 4 and 3. And 27 breaks into 9 and 3. So you look for the perfect square that goes into each of them. So we have 3. Square root of 9 is 3. Bring the 3 down. Square root of 4 is 2. Bring the 2 down. Square root of 9 is 3. So we get 9 square root 2 plus 6 square root 3 plus 6 square root 3. Okay? So the only ones that are like terms are these right here. That 9 square root 2 just hangs out. So 9, I'm just going to put it down here. 9 square root 2 plus 12 square root 3. That's your final answer. Okay? Good. Yeah, let's do another one. Okay? So here we go. Negative 2, 20 breaks into 4 and 5. 18 breaks into 9 and 2. And 5, of course, doesn't break down. So we get, I'm sorry, I should have made that closer before. Negative 2, square root of 4 is 2. So that gives me negative 4 square root 5. 2 square root of 9 is 3. So I get 6 square root 2 minus 2 square root 5. So my only like radicals are the 4 and the 2. So that gives me a negative 6 square root 5 plus 6 square root 2. These cannot be combined because the numbers underneath the radical are not the same. Okay, 25. We're going to break it down. And feel free at any time to pause yours, try it on your own. Go! Try it on your own. That'd be awesome. So, square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 4 is 2. Now, do we have any like radicals? Wow. 3 of them are like radicals. The other one, I don't know, just came along for the fun of it. So negative 3 and 2 is negative 1. Negative 1 plus negative 2 is negative 3 square root 5 minus 2 square root 6. There you go. Okay, last one. Negative 3 they're not too creative which ones they choose here, are they? But that's usually the case. We don't get anything super exciting on these. So that gives us negative 9 square root 5 plus 4 square root 3 plus 3 square root 6 minus 6 square root 5. So the only like terms are these right here. Now what they're trying to give you, the reason they're giving this one, they're hoping that you're going to go, oh, 6 breaks down into 3 and 2. Well, it does, but that doesn't give you a perfect square, so it doesn't do any good. So I'm going to combine negative 9 and negative 6. That's going to be negative 15 square root 5 plus 4 square root 3 plus 3 square root 6. And that's all. The simpler you can get it. And we're done. Good. So you're probably guessing by now. Finish that worksheet. And I'm sure your teacher will tell you in Schoology exactly what they want to have done. So, thank you. If you have any questions, you know where to find us.